Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time once again. It's Wednesday, hump night, and the Wait a Minute show is ready to go. Get ready, get excited, and get ready to lose your mind. Lopan, you ready to go?
Indeed.
Let's go!
Blood up on the wall, can you see it? As the people fall from an AK-47, spraying down the hall. Oh, this screaming, this act is so inhuman. This must be living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. My things won't that so main, won't that so main. Your dreams, my things.
Ladies and gentlemen,
why would you wanna be right when what's wrongest was right? In my darkness is light, I have you shining so bright. I give you power and hoes, flashy cars and the clothes, couple pounds of this draw. If you want it, let's go, let's get this money. Money, I see you looking at the money. Money, you bowing down to this money. Money, you're doing something strange for the piece of change. We're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah.
the Wait a Minute show is on its way.
Yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're all I see is bloodthirsty politicians, ultimate vampires, ultimate vampires, ultimate vampires, zombies and ghouls who are ruled by desire. In a world that's burning up with hellfire. Back to scene one, where the damage was done. You need to look in this mirror. Who are you running from? What have you done? What have you done? Can't wipe the blood off your hands. Smear it off if you can. Can't escape from the truth. Deep within lies to prove. The evidence is off the meter. Oh, you're as guilty as your leader. We're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah. If you can see what I see, yeah, we're living in a nightmare. We are living in a nightmare.
It's the Wait a Minute show.
This is a podcast.
Indeed.
Is this thing on? The mic is lit. Faro Jaro.
Kick my music. Kick my music.
Bruh. You done lost your mind. Ain't that right, Lopan? Really? Wait a minute. Just a question. The Wait a Minute Show with your host, Jelani Bodie. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It is your man, Jelani J.B. Bodie, host of this Wait a Minute Show. What can I start with? Where can I start? It's a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, but before we get into tonight's topics, I want to say we are almost to the weekend. You know how it is. It's hump night. You know I call it hump night because I'm going to tuck you in tonight. Push you off into the weekend, man. Get you ready. Get ready for some sports. Get ready for whatever else is going on in your life. All things are good. All things are positive. Welcome. And again, if you haven't heard, we are a little bit new, but still same. Now we are the Two Live Stews Radio, coming to you live from the ATL, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. So we're glad. New things are happening. New things are popping, but we're still keeping some of the old flavor. Can't go wrong with that. We got a lot to talk about. We got football, basketball. You know how we do it on this show. Zeke is in the news. I haven't got a chance to, chime in and weigh in on this, but I'm going to do it tonight. Michael Vick is in the news. Once again, not for a good reason, maybe not for a bad reason, but, maybe not the ideal reason. How about I say it like that, but it's nothing, could be worse, but he's in the news as well. Summer League is over, so we'll talk about, the upcoming NBA season. And, of course, last week, I was doing my division rankings, and we did the AFC West last week. And today, we're going to switch it up a little bit, go in reverse. I normally go west, north, east, south. We're going to go reverse. We're going to go to the south. So we're going to go through the AFC South. I'll give you my predictions of how the season is going to play out, how it's going to end up, who's going to be, in first, what's going to be on second, and and all that jazzmatazz that's going on in the AFC South. So we'll discuss that as well. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will be the second award for the Big L Award. Now, if you did not know at the beginning, 2 weeks ago, we had the Big L Award. Big L is a listener here on the network, and he has a major beef with my co-host that I didn't even introduce, Lopan. Lopan, tell the listeners hello. Indeed. So him and Big L got a big beef going on. So Lopan decided to create the Big L Award, but the L stands for loser. So we will be talking about who will be my or Lopan's or ours, whoever it is. But tonight it'll be our Big L Award, and I think you'll like this one. So at the end of the show, we'll discuss that as well. A lot of stuff, that you want to talk about. So if you're new to the show, the Wait a Minute Show, very interactive. You can talk, chat, whatever it is that you want. If you want to call into the show, you can call in 650-THEWAM1, THEWAM1. And if you want to chat, you can just go into the chat, create yourself a profile, and chat away with the other chat people that's in the group as well. I try and pay attention to what's going on in the chat, answer your questions or reply to some of your answers that you have to make this thing very interactive and enjoyable. So without further ado, being said, we're going to move off into our first topic for tonight. And we're basically talking about contract talk, franchise talk. We're going to start with football. So again, you've been hearing me say this for the past week or two. We are getting very close. Training camp is really about to open, ladies and gentlemen. So that lull that we have is starting to pick up a little bit, and it's going to be getting very interesting as rookies are getting in, but the veterans are going to be there as well. But before we get into training camp, we're going to talk about some franchise tag talk. So tonight's show is listed as Cousin and Bell Double Down. So basically what that is about, we're talking about Kirk Cousins and Le'Veon Bell basically wanting to do an extended or long-term deal contract, but they couldn't work out anything with the teams. So they decided just go ahead and play under the franchise tag and go from there. So here's my viewpoint on it. First, we're going to start with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, it's a little different with Kirk Cousins because what I'm getting from this as far as when I'm on the outside looking in, I'm just a brother who knows a brother that's watching football. But what I get from this when I'm watching is that the Washington Redskins either one are trying to come up with the most contract-friendly deal that works in their favor, or they really don't believe in Kirk Cousins. And they franchise tagged him, and it may be in hopes of figuring out that he wasn't going to be the guy, but then he ended up having a decent season. I think he finished in top 10. If I remember correctly, I may be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But the last 2 seasons he's had decent seasons. Not, superb or extraordinary or anything like that, extraordinary or anything like that, but he's had solid seasons. Now, Kirk said, I'm not taking the deal unless the deal is going to be what I really wanted, and I'm thinking he may be looking for in the work, in that ballpark of Derek Carr. Now, he's thinking, if I'm trying to read Kirk's mind correctly, I think he's thinking, yeah, Derek had a very good season, 12-4 for them boys. They got to the playoffs. Hey, I got us to the playoffs as well. They had a first-round exit. Obviously, Derek wasn't playing, and we had an exit. But he probably wants more money, if not around that, and the Redskins don't want to pay him that. So my question is that are the Redskins playing with fire? Are they playing a game of chicken that they're going to end up losing in the end? And I want to point out something here. This is not the Patriots. This is not Seattle. Now, the one, thing about those two teams is their quarterback. They have a staple quarterback. And I want to be clear when I say this. The Redskins better be careful because we all know in his back pocket, Kirk got San Francisco in his back pocket. Brian Hoyer is the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers right now. Kyle Shanahan, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator in Washington. He knows Kirk. Kirk knows him. He's going to run that offense. We've seen when they have talent, we've seen what Kyle can do, with an offense. He got that in his back pocket. And I don't know why the Redskins are necessarily, again, like I said, if they just don't believe in him, they don't believe in him. Then you need to trade him. Trade him before the season starts. And trade him to San Francisco and let them do their deal or whatever it is and try to get something back, some pieces. Because I'm going to go through, not all, but some of their quarterbacks that they've had in probably the past 10 years, 10, 15 years. Kurt, of course, is their current quarterback. Rex Grossman was their quarterback. Now, Rex did have a little success in Chicago, got him to the Super Bowl, but a lot of people put that on the defense. They don't give Rex a lot of credit, but not a great turnout, as Redskin fans are used to. Donovan McNabb. They got Donovan McNabb. Now, that was awesome. Oh, my gosh, we got Donovan McNabb. But you traded him in the division and all that stuff, and he started off well, and then